Hello my friends and welcome. Today we're going to make another Diablo 4 video, and what I'd like to do is just kind of go over the notes I've been taking, and just address some of the things that I think they could fix pretty easily. Let's start with bosses. Why can't you farm bosses? This was an instrumental part of D2, and it's just completely vanished, so I'd really like to see that, and I think one way they could introduce it is by having unique sigils. Now, as long as they're not as rare as a Shaco, I think this could work out pretty well. Like, you could have sigils for Endariel and sigils for Duriel, and I think it could just be a fun time. I think sigils could also affect the area around dungeons. This could be a means to incentivize exploring the overworld more, and instead of just delving dungeons all day. Okay, let's talk about the stash tab, because I think it's fucking bullshit that there's only 4 tabs. Easy solution. Just add more tabs for more gold. Have an unlimited amount of tabs you can buy, given you want to spend millions and millions of gold on them, rather than re-rolling gear or one of the other gold sinks. Weapon swap. I'm not sure why there's not a weapon swap, but I think it'd be really useful. I'm not sure how it'd work with Barbarian, given the amount of weapons you have, but I think it's something that could be implemented pretty easily. Town layout. Man, there's no town that just, you walk in, there's the stash, there's the blacksmith. I'm still using Kiovashad just because I know it so well from the beta. A streamer talked about a clan hideout, and I think that's super fucking good idea. Let your clan have an area where you can see each other all the time there, and it's a convenient town layout. Dungeons. I think there should be a reason to do cellars, just right off the top. And another thing is, I feel like maybe half the dungeons should just be travel to the end, kill the boss. I don't know why there has to be an objective. Also, they might have fixed this with the latest patch, but not getting your reward occasionally at the end of Nightmare Dungeons is something they definitely need to address. Like I said, cellars are generally just crappy overworld events. Oh yes. The UI. Why can't there be a cursor like in D2R? I'm not sure. There's a cursor for the Paragon board. And I'm talking console now. Also, scrolling through item text is just bad. Like when you hover over a weapon or to compare it or whatever. It's just bad. Don't just increase the size or reduce the size of the actual description. I think it's something they could fix really easy. It just is bad. So maybe UI needs reworked a bit. Itemization. Filter would be really great. One thing I was thinking is, why couldn't they just have a similar item system from D3 where when you pick up an item, you can look through it, you can even equip it or discard it on the fly. Like, why can't we scroll through our latest items? And just like in D3, I think that was really great. Of course, the gym tab. I'm not really that concerned with the gym tab because I don't pick them up. I have enough, Enough is enough, so. Now, sigils, on the other hand, I really, really hope that they just allow the occultist to hold your sigils, possibly. Maybe the same for aspects. That would be definitely a good change. In the mini-map, oh my god. Let people scale the mini-map, and not just scale it, but let people zoom it in and out, and change the opacity so you can see through it. I mean, these are kind of basic things. What else do we got here? Looking through the notes. Some dream things, big picture. Socketing magic and normal items with more sockets to allow rune words at some point. Obviously, this is like a long-term dream thing, but I think it'd be really cool. A couple other little things is on console, the horses being slow as fuck. I think they could probably fix that. And there was one other thing. They recently fixed teleporting to Nightmare Dungeons that you open. But they don't put you inside the dungeon, they just warp you to the gate. So you're hitting another loading screen for basically no reason, as far as I can tell. Obviously, I didn't make the game, so I don't really know the ins and outs of why they would do that, but maybe you guys can let me know in the comments or whatever. I think that's about it. I think the game is really good overall. It's a super good base, and obviously, if they never implemented any of these changes, I think it would still be a good game. So the only reason why I really even have an opinion is because it's a self-professed live service game. So, you know, I feel like it's open to be scrutinized in this way, but where other games are more solidified when they're released. So anyway, I hope you made it to the end of the video. If you did, consider subscribing, give me a like. You know the fucking routine, but I'll probably be making D4 videos until I get sick of Diablo, or go back to Diablo 2, or Elden Ring, or maybe just go back to playing Dark Souls. But I hope you guys are having a good one, and have fun, and stay safe, my friends.